So guys, it looks like it's that time of the month again. So if you didn't already know, the official Naruto account on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, dropped a new sneak peek panel of the new chapter of Boruto. And I ain't gonna lie, from my last video I uploaded, it looks like I was pretty accurate. If you haven't already, make sure you're following this account on Twitter or X. That way you can see the sneak peeks when they first drop. This one dropped at 6 a.m. this morning. 6 a.m. That means a lot of people were sleeping. A lot of people didn't see this till like 5-6 hours later. But I was lucky enough to see this when it first dropped. And of course you gotta wait until the colored manga panel comes out because dropping the black and white panel is just risky. But in my last video I said the probability of Sarada versus Hidari is higher than ever. She's on her way to the battle site and her estimated time of arrival was chapter 10. She's been running there ever since the beginning of chapter 8. And throughout the majority of chapter 8 and 9, it seemed like Juro was the only one fighting for the most part. So I already know Hidari was going to get his shine very soon. And it was going to be against his target, Sarada. It only makes sense. Now let's take a look at the sneak peek real quick. So we see Sarada activating her Sharingan and instantly dodging one of Hidari's Chidoris. Now I ain't gonna lie, from the first picture it looks like this was an off-guard feat, which makes this even more impressive by the way. The fact that she can react to a Chidori at full speed and still have the reaction time to duck out of the way, mostly due to her Sharingan being fully matured. But as we learned from early Naruto, that doesn't mean nothing if your body can't react. The fact that she can perceive it is impressive, but the fact that she can move her body in time is even more impressive, not even gonna lie. And from this panel right here, it started a little bit of uproar in the Boruto community. Now, I'm not gonna go ahead and make any hasty assumptions, but a lot of people think a hypothetical situation between Sarada and Kawaki would go very differently than a lot of people think. I only say Kawaki because he's supposed to be one of the top 3 strongest characters in the story as of now, but he just hasn't shown that. And with Sarada just shown, I ain't gonna lie, she can very much slip herself into those top 3, top 5 talks, depending on how this fight goes right here. But like I said, it is one manga panel. I'm not gonna get too ahead of myself. A lot of the speculation is just off pure hype. I mean, it's safe to say we're Boruto deprived right now. It felt like forever since chapter 9 dropped. So we're just thirsty for something. I mean, considering how fast of a blitz technique Chidori actually is, I ain't gonna lie, even I'm impressed. But I still need to see more, because she did very good to dodge the attack. But when it comes to the actual combat versus Hidari, I want to see how she actually does. But at the same time, I can't help but to feel confident that she'll do slightly better than Kawaki. But then again, Hidari, he's probably not as strong as Juro. But I promise you, it's not by much, because he was still strong enough to clash with Boruto's Rasengan and cancel each other out. Okay, now from the bottom of the page, it looks like Konohamaru is trying to join in on the fight? I mean, we haven't seen Konohamaru in a minute. I think he hasn't made an appearance since chapter 5 or something. So to see him back in the story, it's kind of cool, but at the same time, I don't know. He should not be here, bro. I mean, I'm not gonna back out my initial theory of Kawaki and Sarada fighting against Hidari, because even though we got this panel right here, I'm still questionable if Sarada can defeat Hidari all by herself. Or if not defeat, then maybe pressure him enough to make him want to retreat. I know if Konohamaru enters this fight, he's not gonna be doing anything. So we're in trouble right now. So maybe Konohamaru pulls up and gets completely destroyed. And maybe I'm underestimating Konohamaru, but he showed me nothing to make me believe that he can actually hold his own against such a foe. And I don't know where Sumire is. She's probably somewhere in the background right now, but don't expect her to fight either. Although it would be cool, it would be really cool if somehow Sumire could get some type of power to be able to help Sarada in some type of way. Maybe Nue makes an appearance in the manga or something like that. Because even though it may not have been shown in the manga, it's been confirmed that she can use Nue as a summoning. And the whole idea of Sarada and Sumire being like a dynamic duo, I ain't gonna lie, I am all for that. That makes me excited. But what's even better is Boruto and Sarada versus Hidari. I mean, come on now, come on. That's still a possibility as well, because we gotta remember what happened to Boruto at the end or nearing the end of chapter 9. He just flew off because his karma was activating. We don't know where he went. We don't know what he did after that. He could still be in Konoha because I don't think he would retreat in a situation like this. He could be actually forced to fight with his karma. And I ain't gonna lie, I would love to see that. I would love to see that. So for chapter 10, we're definitely gonna be getting some Sarada and Hidari action. Maybe Konohamaru pulling up and getting trashed. And somebody, maybe somebody, either being Kawaki, Boruto, perhaps even Mitsuki pulling up to help Sarada. Because I know I might be ignorant, but I just don't think she can handle that on her own. But even though I don't think she can handle it on her own, I'm gonna need her to fight by herself for a little bit. I need to get some type of propaganda for her. I need some power scaling material because I do plan on making the Sarada video very soon, and the more battle content we get in this chapter, the better the video is going to be. But hold on, even though this is probably going to be a Sarada and Hidari focused chapter, or Sarada just learning the truth about what happened to Sasuke, and finally seeing it with her own 2 eyes, I'm interested in what happened to Jura and Team 10. Did Jura chase after Himawari and the others, or is he still with Hidari? Because that's pretty big. If Jura is with Hidari and Sarada is fighting them alone right now, oh man. I mean, I'm pretty sure Jura won't jump in. He'll give Hidari his own fight as Hidari gave Jura that respect. If you want to look at it that way anyway, because that's how I look at it, then you know she probably won't have to worry about getting jumped. But the scenario I talked about with Team 10 versus Jura and Hidari could still happen. Like I said, Konohamaru is there. He's gonna get trashed. Maybe she can have someone like Kawaki pull up to give her some assistance. Kawaki can enter his V2 state and hopefully, finally do something against these guys. I need Kawaki just to go full power just once, because I'm trying to see something. So then you have like a Sarada and Kawaki type duo, and then Boruto. I need Boruto to chase after Jura, or maybe run into Jura to protect his sister. And then you got Mitsuki. I'm pretty sure he knows what's going on because of Ada, so he'll try to join in the fight and offer some assistance, and maybe he can help Boruto. Like I said, I kind of want this to be a duo fight, and that fight will probably go on for like a few chapters, switching in between each duo's point of view. I think that would be dope. But like I said, I went over a lot of this stuff, or what I think will happen in chapter 10. So if you guys want to know my thoughts on chapter 10 and what I think will happen and go down, then click the video in the top right hand corner, because based off of this panel, so far it's looking like I was pretty accurate. So I would check that video out before chapter 10 comes out and let me know your thoughts on it as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you guys hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. We should be getting the links for chapter 10 very soon, probably within the next 2 days. So make sure you guys turn on the post notifications, because I will be going live, going over all of the spoilers and everything like that, and just chatting it up with y'all for a few hours. So if you're interested in that, then make sure you guys subscribe and turn on the post notifications. And let me know what you guys think about this panel. What do you guys think is going to be happening now that Sarada and Hidari are finally facing off? Let me get y'all thoughts on this whole situation, because I feel like that's most important. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until my next one, I'm out. Peace.